Hello there, my Pisces friends. It's Anna here. We're here to do a new moon reading for you, 4-card draw, same as we've been doing for the last little while. This deck is so big, I literally have to split it in two and rifle shuffle each bit, because otherwise it just doesn't happen. Ginormous. And of course my phone's doing that to me right now. It's like low battery, 20%, and now when it does that, I can't see my screen, even though it keeps recording. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. Alright, so we rifled that in a couple bits. I wonder if it would be easier to shuffle them lengthwise. Ugh. No. That went crazy. Alright, so for my Pisces friends, we are looking at 4 things. What you're reflecting on, your thoughts or feelings in your current situation, okay? What you're visualizing, so what you want and desire for your life. Any intentions that you're setting or how you're going to achieve said life. And then a message from the universe for you. And the message from the universe, you know what? It's kind of been 6 1, half dozen the other for these reads. You're my last one, Pisces. It's been, either encouragement or warning or a little bit of both. But it's been a pretty even split. All right, so for our Pisces friends, for the new moon, August 8th, 2021. All right, Pisces. So clearly something is currently testing you because you have this strength card, okay? The strength can be love or self-love, unconditional, either way. Courage. We've got this mountain in the background, right? So obviously something that you've had to climb, right? Something that has challenged you but changed you at the same time, right? We've got those butterflies flying across there. So I say change because butterflies are transformation, all about transformation, right? But definitely some challenge, but character building challenge is what I see, Pisces. I don't see anything that's like got you so overcome with, oh my God, how am I ever supposed to do this, right? You're not, or you shouldn't be anyways, self-doubting yourself with these current energies. Okay? What you're visualizing, you want and desire, the 8 of Swords. I'm sorry, I don't understand why this card is here. The 8 of Swords. Why would you want self-imposed restrictions? Why would you want isolation or imprisonment? Unless it's from things that aren't good for you in the first place. So perhaps what you've challenged here that's given you this strength is something like an addiction or something like that, where you've been challenged to overcome that And so now you need to place, or you feel like you need to place restrictions on yourself because you don't want to fall into old ways, old patterns, old belief systems even, okay? It doesn't have to be something that is like physical addiction, right? It could be just a way of thinking, right? Do you know, look into like negative self-talk, because we do that so often, and it's so easy to get stuck in that kind of talk. Before I went and took Reiki class myself, I went for one session with my teacher, and she called me out on it. She's also a medium. Suzanne, I love you. And she was speaking to, she was like, we can talk to grandmas and aunts all you want. She's like, but you have this guide that really wants to come through. And I was like, okay, yes, bring it. And so they apparently ratted me out for all of the negative self-talk that I did. And it's true, like, I would be like, you know, if I didn't finish all the dishes in the sink, you know, it would be something about not being able just to do something that simple. But it had never just been that one thing that I had to do all day long, right? It was always a plethora of things. But I would always find like one thing at the end of the day that I could talk down to myself about. And it was a horrible pattern. And I did it all the time. So don't do it. Whatever you've gained this strength card with for your current situation, don't put those restrictions. Don't talk to yourself that way. Don't put emotional restrictions on yourself. Okay? Don't put mental restrictions on yourself. Don't, you know, if it's something to do with the physical world and it has to do with like addiction or things like that, then obviously, yes, restrictions in some way, shape, or form are good, as long as you have healthy ways of dealing with it, as long as you have healthy ways to, proactive ways to deal with your mental health in regards to that, then that's fantastic. Okay? The card for your intentions to set is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay? This is a card all about, you know, financial gain, solo pleasures. She's got everything she could want there. Riches, glamour, the peacocks, the pentacles, the harp, the roses. Right? That's like luxury at its finest. Self-sufficiency. She's good. All right? So perhaps, what's the story here with this? Because I'm getting like you need to set intentions to be self-sufficient because you weren't type vibe. And so maybe the restrictions that you're placing on yourself are restrictions with people. Or the people that you have in your life. And maybe there will be new people coming into your life, because I see your card here from your message from the universe is the Three of Cups. And it's all about a supportive group, right? It's all about a celebration, you know, kind of having each other's backs, right? A circle of support, this friendship. So if you've had to restrict people, if you've had to become self-sufficient to get yourself out of a specific kind of lifestyle, then first of all, kudos to you, because that's very difficult. My ex couldn't do it, which is why I'm in the situation I'm in. But But if you pulled yourself out of a situation like that, then way to go. But, that self-sufficiency sometimes is not a bad thing, as long as you don't get stuck there, okay? Don't imprison yourself in a solo lifestyle. We as humans are not, we are not intended to be independent. At the same time, we're also not meant to be codependent. We're actually built for something called interdependence. So it's like a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B, right? So perhaps do not get stuck in that self-sufficiency there. Because there is going to be this supportive group of people who walk into your life, and you don't want to miss out on that because you're stuck here somewhere in self-sufficiency with restrictions on yourself. Okay? If you have a practice set up to keep you on the straight and narrow, then make sure you practice it. It's called a practice for a reason, because you're always going to be practicing it. You're never going to master it, right? Everybody keeps telling me that about meditation. I'm just like, oh my God, I suck at meditation. And they're like, well, why do you think they call it a practice? Because nobody's great at it. You always have to practice. You can never shut your mind down constantly in order to be able to, meditate enough to hit that plane of homeostasis again, right? I mean, maybe some of the heavy-duty gurus can do it, I don't know, but I know I can't. So if you've got that pattern, if you've got that set for you, then good. Keep it going. It works if you work it, right? Pull on that strength. Don't ever lose that. Don't ever lose that. You fought that battle. You transformed, right? After climbing that mountain. Don't ever lose that strength, Pisces. All right, my friends. It's getting a little too deep for me right now. And it's the end of the night, so I am going to head to bed and prep these to be posted. I hope this new moon reading finds you well for August 8th. I hope you get all of your intentions set, okay, to become self-sufficient in some ways, not to get stuck in those restrictions that you placed, not to become stagnant, okay? You always want to learn, you always want to grow, you always want to transform, right? You've got that strength as like your base. Never lose that. Jeez, never lose that. All right, my friends, take care. Bye for now.